Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us on this 1st of November, 2018. I was just telling everybody who's called in already, I said, man, that's a lot of ones. 4 ones out of 5 numbers here in our date this evening. So November has started. Get ready because the holidays will be here before you know it. And things are starting to change colors around here. One of the joys for me of living in the Deep South is all of the trees and shrubs and flowers and everything else. It's just gorgeous. And my cherry trees in the front yard are a special type of tree that blooms twice a year, in the fall and in the spring. So my cherry trees are in bloom in my front yard. We got like 5 or 6 of them, and they're huge, so it's gorgeous. And then my camellias are starting to bloom. Oh, how southern, my camellias, darling. And the trees are starting to turn color. So it's just, I got it coming in springtime and fall and lots of flowers and all of that planted on my pansies last weekend in my pots, and so I'm ready to roll for the winter. So I'm sure it's gorgeous wherever you are, too. Some people have gotten snow already, which is kind of wild. And since it's the 1st of the month, you know what that means. I'm giving away a free session with me, and I choose a lucky winner each month. And to be considered for the drawing, all you have to do are 3 easy things, and those are follow me on Instagram at Ask Julie Ryan. Write a review about why you like the podcast on iTunes at Ask Julie Ryan. Just go to itunes.com/AskJulieRyan, and you can write a review. And subscribe to my blog at AskJulieRyan.com. And then I choose a winner each month, the first Thursday of each month. And it's worth a $155 prize, and you get an hour free session with me. So we can talk about whatever kind of woo-woo stuff you want to talk about. And this month's winner is Nina, 2321 is her call name, and she wrote, I enjoy listening to Julie's podcast. After she told me about my past lives and nearly moved me to tears, I tune in to listen every week. So thank you, Nina, and you are the winner. So email me, Julie at AskJulieRyan.com, Nina 2321, and it's NINA 2321, and we'll find a date and a time that works with your schedule, and we'll have a chat. Hi, LaShonda. I see you've joined us. I'm going to mute you, and I'll come back to you. Okay. So also, I had a note from somebody with whom I worked that I thought was really sweet, and I wanted to read that to you as well. And her name is Karen, and she lives in Roseville, California. And she wrote, Hi, Julie. I just wanted to share my cool experience. Recently, I called for the first time and asked about symptoms I've struggled with for 30 years. Your quick scan pointed out a past major mold exposure. That night in my sleep, I could literally feel someone plucking at my insides, and the name Francesca came to me. It was crazy cool! Exclamation point. That was cute. It was crazy cool. She said, she went on to say, guessing that may have been spirit. Now, here's the best part. I asked my mom if she knew of any mold in our house, and she confirmed that when we were young, before we had central air conditioning in the house, condensation and mold would build up on our bedroom walls. Guess this explains why I may have been sick when I was 13 years old. I do plan to get a full reading, but my conservative breadwinning hubby isn't quite on board with the whole thing, so it may take a bit. I'll make it happen soon. Thank you, Karen. So I thought that was a riot. I thought that was really sweet of her to send that note and wanted to share it with all of you. Okay, let's go to the phones and see who has joined us this week and see what questions they have. I believe our first caller is Susie. Hi, Suze.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Thank you. How are you?
Thanks so much for taking my call and making sure I'm not where the birds are. Yeah, I was calling because I had some people say it's good to get a second opinion, and some people think it's just creating more confusion. And, I'd already seen a Stanford doctor about my ankle, and he says I have 50-50 chance of healing it without surgery for that torn tendon. And then a friend recommended I get a second opinion with a doctor, and I didn't see him, but I talked with him this week, and he recommends I wear a Ritchie brace, Richie brace, and he said look up AFO brace, but I don't know whether that, I'm wondering if you would say that's a good idea or not, and in my best interest, as you say.
What is a Ritchie brace? I've never heard of that.
It's a really firm brace that goes all from under your foot. I guess that's the brand, but it goes from under your foot all the way. It stabilizes the ankle so it can't move laterally. It can't move side to side.
Okay, you cut out. So tell me again. You cut out. It's a rigid brace.
It's a rigid brace that keeps you from moving laterally, and it comes up the side. The sides of your leg, and so it's very stable. But it goes all the way in your shoe, under your foot, and that's the brand. And so I just didn't know if you would think that's in my best interest, and even whether it's in my best interest to make an appointment with this person or not, because he had some different thoughts about, like, the nerve damage I had before. The doctor at Stanford said it has a high risk if you have surgery. It has a high risk of activating the scar neuroma, and this person didn't think there could have been scar neuroma, but Stanford diagnosed 4 years ago. So I'm just wondering what you think about that.
Okay. Well, I don't get you have scar neuroma. That's first of all. I don't know that it's impossible, but I don't get that you have it right now. Is it in your best interest? Is it in Susie's best interest to wear a Ritchie brace on her ankle? I get a yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
So let's be even more specific. At this moment in time, is it in Susie's best interest to wear a Ritchie brace? I get a yes. So that's 3 yeses because I asked the question while you were telling me about it, telling all of us about it. So what's your resistance to it?
Oh, it's just like it's 2 to 3 months of wearing something that goes really like rigid. It goes in your whole shoe and up your side of your leg, and I just didn't know about doing something that extreme or not. So, but that's okay. And do you see it's in my best interest? Okay, go ahead.
Is it in Susie's best interest to wear the Ritchie brace on her ankle for 2 to 3 months? I got to know. Is it in Susie's best interest to wear the Ritchie brace for the next 30 days? And then reevaluate, I get a yes.
Okay, and do you see it's in my best interest to see this doctor as for a second opinion, to actually go see him? Or
the Ritchie brace guy?
Yeah, the Ritchie brace guy. I could tell you his last name if it helps, I don't know.
So you've seen him once, but you...
No, he just called me on the phone because a friend had recommended him. So I hadn't actually gone to see him, but I didn't know whether to make an appointment or if that's just complicating things.
Yeah, what's his last name?
Woodcox.
Is it in Susie's best interest to see Dr. Woodcox and let him treat her ankle? I get a yes. Is it in Susie's best interest to continue to see the orthopedist at Stanford? I get a yes on that too, so I don't think you can go wrong either way.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Really appreciate you taking my call.
Please tell everybody where you're calling from before I let you go.
From the San Francisco Bay Area.
Okay. Thanks,
beautiful.
Sue.
All right, thanks so much. Love your show.
All righty, thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Thank
you. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see who's next. I believe Wednesday's next. Hi, Wednesday.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good, girl. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Please tell everybody where you're calling in from.
I'm calling in from Ocala, Florida.
All righty. What's going on down there?
I got a medical question again. I've been having these little pains in my chest. Not nothing drastic, but like small little pains. And like every morning when I get up to go to work, my back is like stiff, really stiff, and it's painful. But then during the day, it's not painful anymore. So I'm wondering, is there something going on?
So your back is stiff, but your chest isn't. But as you go throughout the day, then you get little chest pain.
Yes. I don't know if it's from what I'm eating or what.
Okay. Well, hi, Melda. I see you've joined us. I'm going to mute you, and then I'll come back. All right. So let me look. Let me get you on my radar, and let's see what's happening. So what I'm going to do Wednesday, and you know this, and to those of you that are first-time listeners, I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit. And because our spirits, when they're attached to a body, vibrate more slowly because the body has mass. So when I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, that means that I'm vibrating as fast as a spirit without a body, like a non-physical being. And then I can travel anywhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch a laser beam go from my body here in Birmingham, Alabama. It's going to hook into Wednesday in Ocala. I'm going to shoot it from her feet up through the talking in an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And so I'm going to see a hologram of you, Miss Wednesday, in my head. I'm going to see a hologram of Wednesday on Thursday. How about that?
Hey, how about that?
You know, do you think I have a career in stand-up? Probably not.
No.
Okay, so here we go. I'm cracking myself up. I'm listening to a book on my walks in the morning about Bob Newhart, the comedian who's like 90 or something.
I love him.
Oh my gosh. He's hysterical. When I was a kid, I used to watch his TV show.
The Bob Newhart show.
Just laugh their heads off. I mean, they'd have tears rolling down their face. And so I remember as a kid laughing, watching them watch Bob Newhart. So I'm listening to him interview some other comedians, and it is just hilarious. I'm laughing out loud walking through the neighborhood. I'm sure people think I'm nuts, but I don't care. So, all right, here we go. Laser beam, got you. Shooting energy. Okay, so have you ever been to a chiropractor?
Years ago when I was when I was young in a car accident.
Okay, so talk to your friends and family. Find out who's got a chiropractor that they really like. Go see them. You're twisted. You're a twisted sister.
I'm a twisted sister.
So what I'm watching happen is I'm watching adjustment happen so that you're not twisted anymore. That's why your lower back, especially I can see inflammation in your lower back. I'm getting that calmed down. And that's why that hurts. As far as the chest pain, your heart looks fine. I think it's just your skeletal system's messed up, so it's pulling on your muscles weird.
Oh.
So I really think if you go see a chiropractor, they're going to get you fixed in about 3 minutes. It's going to be really fast. No drugs. No drugs needed.
Awesome. You're a genius, Julie. I love you.
So I think you're fine. Your heart looks fine. I think the chest pain that you're feeling is muscular, and I think it's just because you're twisted.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank
you so much.
You bet. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. Have a good week.
You too. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. I think our next caller is Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm calling from Springfield, Missouri.
Okay, great.
And I have a question. I got a new puppy on Friday. And
congratulations. What kind and what's its name?
His name is Zeus, and he's a standard poodle.
I love it.
And
great name.
Well, good. He looks like a Zeus to me. So, and we're getting accommodated with his new lifestyle, and I just wanted to know how he's doing and what I can do more for him and stuff like that. Can you ask him, like,
okay,
how he's feeling?
You cut out for a second there, Lisa. So tell me, I heard what you can do for him. What's going on with him?
Nothing. He's just getting used to his new environment.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted
Is he white or black, or what color is he?
He is a phantom, a brown phantom. So he's a dark brown. He looks like chocolate.
Oh, how pretty is that? I don't know that I've ever heard of a dark brown poodle, and I've certainly never heard of him called a phantom. So interesting. Okay, so you want me to hook into Zeus, and then we can ask him some questions?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. Here comes my laser beam. Heading to you in Springfield. Got you. Got Zeus. Okay. Questions for him.
Let's see. How is he feeling?
He's saying something about a blanket. Does he have a blanket? Did you get him a blanket?
There's lots of blankets all over the place.
Okay, for him?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, well, he needs his own blanket. He's saying, do you have a crate for him? That you got a kennel that you put him in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants a blanket in there.
Well, I put a towel in there.
Yeah, well, he wants a blanket.
Oh.
He wants a blanket. And he's showing me this kind of medium blue blanket that almost feels a little flannelly. You know, it's really soft. So the towel thing is just, that's amateur. He's looking for a blanket.
Wow.
I mean, his name's Zeus, after all, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the first thing. Okay. Talk to me about his collar. He's not thrilled with his collar. Talk to me about his collar. What's up with his collar? He's not thrilled with it.
Oh, well, I just put it on him for the first time today.
Okay.
Just so it would hold his tags, really.
Yeah.
And it's off right now.
Yeah, he's going to have to get used to it. He's not thrilled with it.
Huh. And then I have a harness for him too, because he's been kind of difficult on all these extra sounds. And I really just want to use that to take him out and not have it like on inside, because it's kind of, I don't know, bulky like.
Right. He doesn't mind that. The harness is okay. He's just not big on the collar, but what I'm getting is that it's just because it's new. He's not used to it.
Yeah.
So I think he'll get used to it.
Okay.
I just said, will you get used to your collar? He said, I'll try. I said, okay.
Oh, he looks like he's laying here, like, answering your questions. Okay, so I guess my main question, too, is when I leave for work, so far I've been putting him in the kennel, and he barks all day. Today I left him free to run my apartment, and he did really good. So what does he want to do?
Well, he'd rather be out of the kennel.
Okay.
But all dog trainers say to leave him in the kennel. Is he housebroken already?
No, not really, but he holds it for a good long time. So he did not, I found he peed, but no poop, and he's minimal on that. And so that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, I just heard of both. People do both things. They either contain them into a certain area, they leave them roam free, or they kennel them. And everything's okay. It just depends, I think, on the dog. So that's why I wanted to get from him.
What I'm getting is it's in your best interest to kennel him when you're gone.
Yeah, I thought it would, yeah. But then I'm okay with him being, since he did so good today, if he's going to be, this good and more comfortable, he wasn't barking or nothing. He just seemed more comfortable that I left him out.
I keep getting it's in your best interest to put him in the kennel. So you got to be the alpha. You got to be the alpha. And it's going to help him get housed if you put him in the kennel.
Okay.
So the problem is once they start peeing, then they smell it and they go back and they pee there again. So that's an issue. So you don't want to be dealing with that. Where does he sleep at night?
In my bed with me.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Great.
Yeah. I will put him in the kennel, at least in the short run, and then when he's completely housebroken, then you can consider leaving him out.
I mean, don't let him sleep with me?
No. When you go to work, when you're gone.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant when I go to work and when at nighttime. Oh, okay.
No. When you go to work.
Okay. So, but he wants a blanket then.
Mm-hmm. He wants a blanket in his kennel. Yeah.
Okay.
He'd like a blue, really soft one.
I have a brown one. I don't have a blue.
Find him a blue one. All right, go find him a blue one. That's what he wants. Okay. Well, good luck with him. Thanks for calling.
Well, thanks for letting me know how he's doing because I want to make sure he's good.
I think he's doing great.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, Jillian. I'm going to put you on mute, and I'll come back to you. I see you've joined us. Okay. I believe our next caller is Jess. Hi, Jess.
Huh? Hi, Julie.
How are you?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Go Bucks.
Yeah.
The city of my birth, where I was born and raised.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. It's cold
did
here.
You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm a third-generation Buckeye.
You're a Buckeye.
My grandparents. Yeah. My my grandma Ryan graduated from The Ohio State University in 1923.
Oh my God!
And my granddad. I know, because a lot of women didn't even finish high school back then.
Right.
And my granddad Ryan graduated in 1924. She married a younger man. She was a cougar.
Oh, see, I did the same thing. So I understand that.
but she was born in 1900. She was a cougar, like in the early 1900s. So
she was a progressive woman, and that's amazing.
I'm telling you. Yeah. So, well, you got a question for me?
I do. So I've been having some concerning health issues that I was blowing off for a little bit, and they're getting worse. And I'm hoping I've some issues with my lymph nodes, and then I've noticed concerning mass, and I've got a doctor's appointment scheduled, but I was wanting to know if you could do a body scan to see if you see anything.
Sure. You have a mass, you said, and lymph nodes swollen?
Yes. It's a lump.
Okay. A lump. Okay. And where is it?
In my right breast.
Okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar, and we'll just watch and see where the energy goes. All right. So here we go. Laser beam's heading up to you in Columbus, Ohio. OHIO. All right. Got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. You're being turned around. I'm looking at you from the back. Okay. On the right breast, on the outside of the right breast, I'm seeing a lump. Like in the middle of the breast on the outside. Do you wear an underwire bra?
I do, but I don't wear it often.
Okay, so where I'm seeing the lump is where that underwire goes up on the side. Is that where it is? Where you felt it?
It's more so I've got I feel like my lymph node is swollen up there, in my armpit. Which is kind of close to where my underwire can hit sometimes. But the lump that I'm feeling is more towards the bottom, of my
where
breast.
The underwire hits.
Not that far under, around my areola, I guess, but at the bottom.
Okay. All right. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lump on the side. That's what came up first. And when I get somebody on my radar, Jess, the energy always goes where it's most needed first. The important thing for you to hear is it is not malignant. It's just benign. Okay. And it's from your underwire bra, irritating it. Okay? And the body manufactures these lumps to just try and add extra padding for the underwire. So consider getting a different kind of bra when you want to corral the girls.
Sure.
Okay. So do that. First of all, let me look at the lymph node. Okay, lymph node's got a little bit, it's not malignant, but it's got a little bit of discoloration in it. So let me see what that's all about. So some kind of toxins it's processing.
Because I've got lymph nodes in like 3 places that are like swollen. So.
You know what the D3 vitamins look like? They look like little teeny gel caps. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I take those.
That's what lymph nodes remind me of.
Yeah.
They're really tiny. And so imagine there's like a little brown spot area inside that lymph node under your right arm. That's what I'm seeing there. So I'm getting that calmed down. All right, I'm looking at the whole rest of your system. I can see a little mass below your nipple on your right breast. As I'm looking at you from behind, it's a little bit more to the right, like instead of straight in the middle, it's a little bit more to the right. That's where I'm seeing it. It looks like it doesn't look malignant to me, Jess, but it looks like a dried up calcium, like a ball of calcium or something. Have you been told you have cystic breasts? Have you been told that before?
I haven't been told that, but I have polycystic ovary syndrome, and that's something that I'm more at risk for, I guess, developing. So it's what I've been trying, but with the lymph nodes going crazy on my body, I was worried that maybe it was something more serious.
No, I would say I would not be surprised if a doctor tells you that, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, just have it. But this is one that's gotten harder. It's like it's starting to solidify, kind of thing. So what I'm watching is I'm watching a healing that's encapsulated it, and we're just going to remove it. It reminds me of not as hard as a pistachio, but it kind of reminds me of that. But kind of a brownish color, like it's drying up. I think you're being exposed to some kind of toxins, and that's what's causing the lymph node thing that's going on. So what I would suggest, just for a time's sake, is schedule a private consult with me. Let's do a deep dive. We'll reverse engineer this, figure out where the toxins are coming from, so we can clear them out, get it, you can avoid them, and we'll go from there. So just go to my site, AskJulieRyan.com, Jess, and you'll see a tab that says book an appointment. Just pick a time and date. And let's spend an hour talking about this stuff so I can really, really scan you good. And this is some kind of environmental toxin you're being exposed to, either food or something, something in your air or something. So let's figure out what it is.
Would it be beneficial for me to see somebody that deals with like autoimmune testing?
Let me do a thorough scan on you first, and then that'll give us more information if it makes sense for you to go see a specialist.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate it.
I don't see any malignancy. I don't see any malignancies. Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much, Julie. Have a great night.
Bet. Take care. You too. All right. Let's see who else we got. Natalicia. Hi, Natalicia.
Hey, Julie. How are you?
How are you, girl?
Okay. Thank you.
Good.
I do have actually 2 questions, but I know I'm only allowed to ask you one, and I'm going to go for the most important one.
Okay.
it's about Gloria's physical, the physical situation that she was working with you earlier on, about a month ago or so. And it hasn't completely healed, and it kind of broke up a little bit more. And so she's still doing what you told her to do. But I was wondering if you could perhaps tap in and see if we're doing everything that we should supposed to do, or we need to do something else.
Okay. Please tell everybody. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Natalie, and I'm calling from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Hilton Head. All right. So you're talking about Gloria's systemic yeast infection?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. So I'm connecting to you, and then from you to Gloria. Got her. She's better. It's just taking some time. Just continue on, eating healthy. If God made it, eat it. If man made it in a factory, avoid it. Avoid fermented stuff. Is she taking nystatin, Natalie?
Yes. Yeah, she's still taking it.
Okay, great. Good. And it's going to take time, but she's better than she was. She had a pretty good case of it.
Okay, yes.
So I think it's encouraging what I'm seeing.
Okay, good.
So tell her carry on.
Okay, thank you. That's
okay.
Thank you, Joe.
All righty. You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see who else we got here. I think our next caller is Melda. Hi, Miss Melda.
Well, hi, Julie. So nice
How are you,
to
darling?
hear you again. I haven't heard from you or talked to you for a while.
I know it. Where you been?
I just listened to your podcast after. So it's always nice to hear you, but not be on the line with you.
I love it.
I do see
Melda,
your Facebook.
please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm from the Bay Area in California.
Okay, terrific. Well, what you got going on? How may I help you this evening?
Well, I just wondered if you could do a scan. In Mother's Day, I kind of wrenched my arm, and I've done a lot of therapy and chiropractor, and it's not getting any better. And I just wondered, what is it that is locked up in my arm? I can do the rotations. It's just when I have my arm straight down, that it just is a lot of pain.
Huh. Okay. Pain, like throbbing pain, like if it's, when you have an injury and you hold your arm down, it hurts, or pain, like muscular pain? What kind of pain? All the above?
It's just throbbing pain that just wears you out.
Oh, poor baby. Okay, so here comes my laser beam. Got it hooked into you. Okay, you're being turned around, shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. Okay, I'm seeing pain from your elbow down in your right arm, and in your left arm, I'm not really seeing anything at all. So
it's the upper right arm.
Okay, I'm seeing inflammation from the elbow down to your wrist in the right arm. So let me deal with that. Inflammation, Melda, just looks like red fog over a body part to me. So I'm going to put anti-inflammatory energy on it. And I'm watching you hold your hand and your arm up over your head, straight up. So I'm looking at that. All right, so let me see. So I'm looking at you from the side. You've been turned, so I'm looking at your upper right arm. So is it in your shoulder? Did you tear a rotator cuff?
Well, they said because I can move my arm all the way around, it's not any rotator cuff, but it's kind of in my deltoid, where the chiropractor was able to kind of do a scrape of it to get rid of some dead tissue. the fascia. And,
okay.
But after a while, it just kind of moved up my arm toward my shoulder. But I can't sleep at night unless I have my arm over my head.
Oh, jeez. All right. I'm seeing a rotator cuff tear that's healing. Yeah, it's in the 5 o'clock position. So as I'm facing the side of your right arm, and if I put a face of a clock, around your shoulder joint, it's in the 5 o'clock position. It's started to heal. What I'm going to do, and it's got some scar tissue that's formed there, Melda. And so what I'm going to do is I'm watching it get incised. I'm watching that scar tissue get taken out, and I'm watching it get sutured together, like what they would do in surgery. As an inventor of orthopedic surgery devices, I was in a bazillion of these surgeries, so I saw what they actually do in the operating room. You have a rotator cuff tear. That's what's causing this pain, I believe. So getting that, even if you can move your arm, you still. That's what I got, and that's when I got you on my radar. That's what I saw. So I'm doing that. Okay, I'm coming down. I'm putting. It's almost like from your elbow up to your shoulder isn't plugged in. Yeah. Because remember, I said all the inflammation was in your forearm, in your lower arm, but it ends at your wrist, which that doesn't make any sense to me. But let me see what's going on. It's almost like when you press on a body part and it turns white, it's like the blood flow goes out of it, almost if you put a tourniquet on something. That's kind of what it reminds me of with your upper arm. So I think it's a defense mechanism thing. So I just watched the rotator cuff get repaired, and then I watched your whole arm light up. So you got energy in your arm again. See if that makes a difference for you. And if not, call me or schedule a consult. Let's see. Let's do a deep dive and see what's going on. Okay.
I will do that.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Great to talk to you.
Thanks, Julie.
Okay, take care. You bet. Bye-bye. Okay, we do this show every Thursday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160, and the access code is 533677#. You can find this information a bunch of different places on my website, AskJulieRyan.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the whole homepage, and you'll see it. Anywhere you download podcasts. I believe we're on 40 networks: iTunes, iHeart, Stitcher, Google Play. I don't know, all of them. There's tons of them. So wherever you download podcasts, it's in the show notes. Also on YouTube, Ask Julie Ryan, in the show notes. And then I send out a blog every week on Wednesday nights, and it's in the note in the email with the blog. And the blog is a question that somebody has submitted online, and then I answer it. So I'll put the information in my notes for my email. And as I was mentioning to Melda and to Jess, we'll have a whole hour to talk about whatever we need to talk about or whatever you want to talk about. I laugh. I tell people I'm a buffet of psychicness. I'm a businesswoman that learned how to do woo-woo, and I'm a buffet of psychicness. So we can do medical scans, pet scans, talk to your pets, talk to your spirit, tell how close to dying somebody is. It's really fun. We can do any and all of the above when I have you all to myself for an hour. So speaking of questions that have been submitted online, here's this one for this week, and it's from Tanya, and Tanya lives in Kennesaw, Georgia, which is outside of Atlanta. It's a suburb of Atlanta. And she said, "Dear Julie, I listen to your show every week. Thank you for all your work in helping people. My dream is to have a chance to learn from you. Do you take students or offer workshops? I've been reading various books, including Carolyn Mace and Barbara Ann Brennan, but I'd really like to have a teacher. Your advice is appreciated. Thank you, Tanya." And here's my response. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for listening to the show and for your kind words. At this time, I don't offer workshops or have a school, but I may in the future. You never know. In the meantime, I do have a couple of suggestions. Number one, consider scheduling a private session with me and we can go over the basics. Again, just go to AskJulieRyan.com. You'll see book an appointment. Click on that button. It'll take you to a calendar and you pick a date and time. And then number two, check out the School of Healing Arts. It's where I studied and I know they're offering classes. Most importantly, continue to explore the psychic, medical, intuitive, energy healer, etc. industry. We're all born with the capacity to do this work. It's just a matter of learning the skill. I learned how to do woo-woo, and you can too. So you guys have heard me say many times that we're all born with psychic ability and intuitive ability, and we've all had situations where we think of somebody and we run into them seemingly out of the blue, or they call, or somebody mentions them, and we think, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about that person. Well, that's your psychicness coming out. Or you have a feeling something's going to happen, or you have a feeling about doing something or not doing something, and when you go against that feeling, a lot of times we'll call it our gut feeling, that's your intuitive capabilities that are coming in. So we all have the ability, it's just learning to enhance them, and that's what I've done. So let's go back to the phones and see who else we have. I believe our next caller is Jillian. Hi, Jillian.
Oh, hi, Julie. Good to talk to you again. I'm doing great. Thank you.
How are you?
It's been a while. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of like one of the other callers said. I don't always get to listen to you live, but I'm always listening to your podcast. And I was listening this afternoon, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's Thursday. So I'll call in. Yeah.
Well, I'm sending you lots of hugs and love through the podcast. How about that?
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm calling from Atlanta, for those who don't know. So my issue is my shoulders have been bothering me. I kind of probably overworked my right shoulder just with some repetitive movement, hammering nails and stuff. And so it was hurting. And then all of a sudden, my left shoulder started hurting, and I have no idea why, but they're different kinds of pains. And in general, during the day, they don't bother me a lot, but, you know, it's there if I make certain movements. But at night, it makes it really difficult to sleep.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you could take a look and see what's going on.
Sure. How long has it been happening, Jillian?
Well, let's see. It was in September 23rd, I know the date, for my right shoulder. I was doing a Habitat for Humanity build, and I was hammering nails. I'm not used to doing that, so, you know, injured that.
That was my mama's birthday, September 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
No, special day, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was an all-women's build in Atlanta, so it was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I bet the house turned out great since it was all women.
I'm sure it did. It was just the first weekend, and it takes like 8 weekends, so it probably should be done shortly, another couple weeks.
That was probably the prettiest construction job ever, if it was all women doing it.
So.
They say our attention to detail is more precise, but who knows?
I tend to agree.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here comes my laser beam over to you. Okay, got you. You're being turned around. All right. Okay, so the energy went to your right side. Did you tell me it's your right shoulder?
Well, it's both, but the right one is the one I injured first, yes.
Okay, that's where the energy went first. All right, I'm looking at you from the side. You got a little bit of tear in your rotator cuff, too, like I was just talking about with Melda.
I was wondering that.
So, yeah, it's not bad. Hers was worse. So you got a little bit of one. Yours is in about the 4 o'clock position as I'm looking at your arm straight on, so I'm just suturing it, getting it back together. And it's so funny when I watch these healings happen because not only do I watch a procedure happen, but then I watch the body part get tested. Like, when you're at the doctor and you know, if you're at the orthopedist and you're sitting on the table and they're moving your leg around or something, or moving your arm around. That's what I'm watching happen.
That's just so cool.
Yeah. All right, so I'm really watching you move your arm in big circles, backwards, now frontwards, up, down, out. You look like a cheerleader. And then back behind you. Okay. So that's the right one. All right, so let's look at the left one. I think, have you been to a chiropractor since you did that on the 23rd? Mm-mm. Yeah, go see a chiropractor. You're out of whack. And that's easy to fix. I'm not seeing anything critical on the left side. I just think that you're twisted. I think you're a twisted sister. So they just need to get your skeletal system back in. It'll take, like I was mentioning earlier, it'll take I told Wednesday, it'll take maybe 3 minutes for them to fix you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just do you have a chiropractor that you go to?
No, I haven't been to one in years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I generally don't have any issues. I'm usually very healthy. And
if
so
you feel like a drive, come over to Birmingham and you can go to mine. She's fabulous and we can have lunch.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours.
That'd
Come
be
on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I might take you up on that.
Yeah. So in the meantime, just ask your friends and family if they have a chiropractor that they like or they use. And there's lots of them around you, lots of good ones. So that's what's going on. I think that'll help relieve some of your pain with that. Are you taking Advil or anything when you go to bed at night?
No, I don't take any drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
But, I mean, I could. Good. Yeah.
Well, if it gets really, really obnoxious, I would take some Advil for it.
Okay.
It
has gotten better, but I thought, I'll call Julie, see if she can, do a little touch, do her magic.
Do a little woo-woo on you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, maybe I won't take Advil, but I'll take some woo-woo.
You got it, girl. You got it. It'll be better. It's healing. It's healing on its own.
Yeah.
We just sped up the healing process. But go find a chiropractor and they'll fix you. Okay.
I sure will.
All right.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
And then, LaShonda, I was coming to you next. Did you leave me? She left me. All right. Well, I'll just have to get her next time. But back to the winner of our contest. Our drawing is Nina2321. That's your iTunes name. So email me, julie@askjulieryan.com. We'll figure out a date and time that we can do your free session. And the rest of you, apply, register for this drawing. And again, what you need to do is just follow me on Instagram at AskJulieRyan, write a review about why you like the podcast on iTunes at AskJulieRyan.com. Just, go to iTunes.com/AskJulieRyan and you'll see a place to leave a review, and then subscribe to my blog at AskJulieRyan.com. And the rest of you, consider calling in. It's so much fun to talk to you when you call in with your different questions. And I know everybody listening really benefits from your question and the answers that you get too for that. And consider submitting a question if you can't call into the show, because it's always fun to see those too. So happy November, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.